home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle.
They call me Kawhi Leonard, load management. Oh, my.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Get him out of here.
Not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm 1 week behind on the name. Fuck. It's week 15, not 14, you dumb fuck. I'm stupid.
Isaiah.
What do you want?
For The Witcher, how long does it take till you get to like actually like make a bunch of like cool weapons and stuff? Like armor, like make your own armor and stuff. Because I was walking around and it said like you could go to the whatever.
You can do it whenever you can start. Whenever you can start moving around.
And then I'm looking at the world map too. The K or level 19. The K or
Don't ask me how to make it, because I don't remember how to make anything in that game. I haven't played that game in literally 4 or 5 years.
Isn't the K or what? This place is harder than that.
It's a great game.
The K
I don't remember.
He knows, get the ball to him right away. 2nd and 5 now. Stafford. And that one goes incomplete.
Dang, this map is huge.
It's a big ass game. I forgot Brandon was raging at Gwent.
Yeah, the one guy asked me to play, and I had flashbacks of Brandon also played in that. Yeah, that's good.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man,
Holy shit.
Atkinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Is the whatever that skull thing at the top of the map, is that ice guy or whatever from the story at the start or whatever, when the nightmare that the guy had when you first start the game?
You're right in front of him. How do you not make that tackle?
The guy who killed I don't know, that Siri girl when they were training, and then
you'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this
I was
first quarter
like,
has to feel pretty good.
but the Siri, when they were training and Siri hit the mannequin and the helmet went flying and she went looking for it, and then the one guys jumped over the fence and found her, and then he had a nightmare that she got killed.
Nigga, no one knows what you're talking about. No one remembers.
Right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Brandon knows. Lord knows, nigga. Lord knows, Lord knows.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery.
You'll get the max 10 on that game and you'll win every gunfight.
After a gain of 6.
Mac 10's broken.
Nah, it's not. It's alright. It's not that. MP5 is still better. The only problem Mac 10 is you gotta know, it takes a whole clip to kill one dude.
Well, the recoil on the Mac 10 is atrocious.
It's ridiculous. The Mac 10 is like brrrr.
Situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football.
I think the Mac 10 shoots faster than the MP5.
Mac 10 is just best shooting down the game.
At the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
I just want to get new armor. And can you make like your guy like? Do you have to main swords or can you like main range weapons?
At the 42-yard line.
Is it like only swords or is there like axes and hammers?
It's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works.
You got two different blades. You got like a blade for people and a blade for beast.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive. Establish.
I didn't know that. I just pull out any sword that I
GMs in
want.
the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch
You're
is
playing
made.
Newtown, probably,
He will reach the 8-yard line before going
No,
out.
they don't.
An explosive
That's what it said.
38-yard pickup.
Oh,
Goal at the 8-yard line.
I forget. Cartel. Newtown's not fun when you play with the randoms.
Moving the pressure right.
Newtown is the best map in the game.
Just go they flip the spawn every 2
He
seconds.
took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid
It's not ass.
shot. Excellent job.
It's the only good map in that shitty ass
Why
game.
can I use 5-style fireball Gucci?
They'll run forward Montgomery.
Yeah, because you're a witcher, not a fucking shinobi.
In the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard,
The Witcher,
and that's going to
5.
bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Can you get a bigger health bar than that?
From the shotgun is Trubisky, flushed out right. To
Oh,
the
Mitch,
end
what the
zone,
fuck type of
it's
throw was that? You had him open, but you threw it into
hitting him
him.
before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So, yes,
I want
it's
heavy
only 3, but
armor
a big
on
throw
here.
to
I
answer
want-
back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting
Does
some
the
points on
armor
board is very
affect-
positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
I want to be heavy. I want to be a
Lions
tank,
now
man.
have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw
Oh, I thought he picked that off. I was about to scream. I was about to say,
the
ah!
check down. But they'll get it back.
Brandon, that game's not
It
fun.
certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back.
You got the game too late, man.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow.
I mean, you did get it pretty late.
Yeah, everyone is max prestige.
We tell you to get that game
As
2 months
well
ago.
because-
He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And from the
Bobby?
25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I just use LMGs on there and pre-fire.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whoa,
One thing you're hoping for
Isaiah
when you
was
run
right.
drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
I like
able to
Yakuza
stop
better
it before
than
you
this
get
game,
good
though.
scheme going.
On 1st and 10,
Controls on this game are so weird.
Damn. But that nigga didn't understand.
They're able
Whoop.
to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
13 yards remaining.
And
on
I
2nd
changed
down.
my opinion. McRib isn't the best thing on McDonald's menu
It
anymore.
never was.
And that'll be
It's the half pounder.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
How
I
big
thought the
your
McRib
purpose
was
is.
pretty good.
Nice half pound
But
shit.
they-
Nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly.
I don't know why they don't call it the half pounder.
What do you mean?
Because it's the double quarter pounder. 2 quarters make a half. Make a half.
Yeah.
A shotgun
I don't know if
snap
that's
for
easy,
Stafford.
though.
And he'll go down. The Bears
Take that
get
over
the
corporate, man.
sack. Khalil
I
Mack,
should.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
That McRib I had today was horrible.
He punted
That
4
shit tasted
times in the
so-
loss last week as he
Maybe
gets this
later.
one away here.
Alright,
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This is what I need to go.
21 yards.
To hit the
Well
other
done on the
way.
return. And it'll be a short field for the
Are there
Bears as they
multiple
take
endings to
it
this
first
game?
and 10.
Yes.
No, throw it away
as
upstairs.
much
Don't
as,
throw it
like,
away downstairs.
until dawn and shit, or
No, it's
like 3.
like 4 or 5, I think.
Here,
Probably maybe
Eli.
more.
I want to get the ending where I kill everyone.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
Did you play this game on the
They're all
hardest
gone if you
difficulty?
throw them away.
No.
No doubt about it. A really nice job
Did
there.
you play on the
Don't
second
ask me what
hardest
don't
one?
ask me what difficulty I played the game on. I played the game 5 years ago. I don't remember.
Because you said
I just know the game was hard.
They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they
I think I
Because
played
I'm
on
playing
either. I
on
think
the
I played on
second
hard or
hardest.
normal. The game's hard. It's either hard or normal. That game's hard.
Here's 2nd and 9.
That game was
just a
kicking
yard
my
on the
ass.
last run.
I played on second hard, and then I didn't know how to use the crossbow, and the Griffin killed me, so I turned it, I turned it down.
Complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not
The
hang on.
controls in here are so weird, man.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the line
Rabbit
of gain
dog.
here is the 37 on third
Get
down.
off, nigga. This horse is like a Red Dead horse. This nigga gets scared at everything.
Yard line, just shy of the 20.
Fuck, dude, what the
Later
fuck?
on third down, give him 25 yards. They had to
I
settle
forgot
for
how to
3
play
last
this
drive,
game, bro.
hoping this second go around ends in 6. In good position.
How do you
first
lock
and
on?
10.
Bears 3.
Can I get a perfect
Now
block?
Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense
Stupid ass
is to have your
dog,
linebackers
dumb nut.
set the edge.
Fuck you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more
Damn,
successful
Tyler
as well.
Shields got in legal
They'll
trouble.
run with Montgomery. And the Bears are
I
going to
don't
have
know
first
that.
and goal as
Dude,
they
what the
try to
fuck?
finish off this drive with 6 points.
Why is this dog this big?
Nice job by them picking up the run blitz.
Why is your
Dude, I'm
big so
blocking.
small?
Blocking it and turning it
Nigga,
into a
I'm
nice
blocking
run.
you.
And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother
Game's
it.
on For Honor
A lot of
shit.
the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great.
Stupid ass dog.
Pull
Fuck
this
you.
one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Touchdown. Anthony Miller.
I'm killing everyone.
Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bears 10, Lions 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
Kill him.
Running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being
Kill
a passing
him.
league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On second down,
Holy
Swift.
shit.
And they'll take him down.
And he got the
at
yardage, but the difference is
31-yard
my boy
line.
Team Hicks hit him with that
A gain of
sticky.
just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to
Damn,
get
it's
some
the
momentum
ice
going.
niggas.
Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Dun, 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 dun.
Line of
I'm
scrimmage
gonna
with
beat this
31
game in
down
one
on
sitting,
first
bro.
and 10.
Impossible.
I'm not gonna leave this futon
Throwing is
unless it's
Stafford.
to piss or shit.
Completing it here to
So you're gonna be playing for damn near like 30 to 40 hours straight.
right on the chalk of the 45.
I'll do it.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down.
He said he's
Coach,
not
that
gonna.
was
He said
my-
he's gonna beat the game today.
Coach, that was my goal for today, man. Is to see how long I could stay in my bed for.
Here's Stafford.
I was playing Yakuza all day yesterday,
Gets to the
bro.
tight end. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the
I
broken
like
tackle.
that game.
Not
I like the
much
way
there,
the
only a
fighting
yard.
is in that game,
Ran
better
the
than
perfect
this.
defense in this situation would have meant that there was an
Dude, I want
incompletion,
to
it would
fight
have
that
picked
guy,
off.
that
Okay, so
skull
they gave
guy.
up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Alright, peace out.
Making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the
Is the new
incompletion.
Assassin's Creed good?
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's gonna have
I've
another
never played
first down
Assassin's
as the
Creed
tackle's
besides
made
like
here at
the one
Bears
that they had in
39.
Walmart
His first
when the
catch, and it's a
Xbox
pretty
One
big.
first
They
came
get the
out.
conversion on third down. So into
I
Bear
wanted to play
territory
that
now.
game 'cause
This
it
is
sounds
first
sick.
and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first
That's
down.
disgusting.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
The Lions on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was tackled
A
at
third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
on the play. And the Lions first down.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
How much is Ghost of
Into the clear.
Tsushima? I don't know.
Ghost of Tsushima. Jesus.
How much is that?
That's like $40.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example.
For online, can you make your own character?
No.
Not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Can you only main a sword on that game?
Yes.
His guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Slice.
I like the archery.
So they throw
And you
the
can
base
use
to
a bow,
get
but you'll
another
run out of
shot
arrows.
now As this one's in the air.
Was it those kind of games where like
Takes this
arrows
about
and shit
5
are hub?
yards deep.
On this
No.
game, the crossbow.
You hit someone in the head, you kill them.
1-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision.
How
Loses
many
about
gigs?
4
Let me see how
yards.
many gigs that game is. I wanna. I kind of wanna play
The
it.
Lions
Like I'm talking
offense
breakfast,
ready to
about
kick
50,000
off their next
questions.
drive. And last time, decent field
I don't wanna
position.
just waste $40 on
Obviously
a
costly.
game.
In a double
the
coverage,
game.
and it's intercepted.
Oh shit, new
Picked
Fortnite.
off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Suck it up!
Forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
At the 37-yard line.
35% off. $40.19.
we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here
it's only 31.
around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed.
Digital Deluxe Edition.
Right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball. And that resulted in an incompletion.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I feel like that Tony Hawk Skater game
How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
Please are like a dragon.
Let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Oh, how do you get burnt like that? Watch him.
TJ Hawkinson. The Lions now
what
going
the
to use
fuck?
the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That's now the 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flush to it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas, and that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again, Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And no one's talking.
What do you want?
On second down, here's Stafford. He's going to loft one
I'm just
deep left side
wondering.
here. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However,
Oh my God, what?
Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical
No, it's
play
like,
on the
Jesus
football
Christ, just
there.
play the
Second
game. I
down.
hate that shit. And there's something called a YouTube. Motherfucking YouTube.
Like he predetermined where he was going to go.
Hating people ask me 30
Yeah,
questions
he
about one
wasn't
game.
really
Just play the
going through
game.
progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throw.
Just play the fucking game, bro.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime, and it's a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the penalty, Montgomery. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So 1st and 10.
Hi.
If they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other. and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Ah, dang.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing here, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his pass is intercepted for the 14th
out
play. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record with the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
1st and 10.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Montgomery shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Bears 37, Lions 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team.
Why?
All 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Brandon!
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog.
What are you doing?
Smith.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
Yeah.
The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And it's
He's good, man.
down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD.
Good for you in real life, too.
Really, there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
That's good for you guys. I mean, you guys are going to be in the 60s.
Across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch.
No, if they lose their next game, the Cardinals take their spot.
I know the easy thing is to go back to McKinnon.
Yes, and the Cardinals beat them. The Cardinals take their spot, which means they're out of the playoffs.
Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? As the scouting report
How did Kyler Murray get hurt? What happened to him?
Than what he expected for the second week in a row. He's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 33. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with the contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Damn.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
From the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50 at Stafford. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has
been
a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Wow.
Here we go. Ready? Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 26, Mike. Come on, D. They go.
And they take a knee.
You have to. It's part of the story.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive